All right, Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, double honors unto our apostles, as well as the men that taught our apostles, the elder high priests, and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings unto the 144,000 and the rest of the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Abadia from the GMS Houston camp. And another thing, I'm going to title this video, And Another Thing. I just did a video, and I got to thinking after I done the video, because I was going into how the Most High is showing that Great Millstone has the truth, and certain people are starting to see it that didn't see it, and whether you see it or not, it's we see it, and we've been seeing it, okay? And I thought about how these other groups are not pushing the name Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. I'm talking about the groups that go back to One West, okay? We know IUIC don't teach the name, okay? They're saying the name doesn't matter what you call them. They don't know for sure what the name is, but they secretly use the name. They all over the place concerning the name, but they don't say Yahweh Shai. They don't say Yahweh. They don't mention Yahweh Shai, okay? And even the other groups that do, like HOI, and I believe there's other groups that know that the names of the Heavenly Father and His Son is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, but they don't push it. They're saying Christ. They're using the word Christ, and they may say the name here and there, but Christ is coming out of them. Now, this don't apply to you, any of the other groups out there that only that only use the name Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. And if we use over here at Great Millstone, if we use the word Christ or Jesus, we qualify that by saying who the world ignorantly calls Jesus or Christ. And we really say Jesus, or Jesus Christ. Okay? We let you know what we're talking about. All right? Like I said, if this doesn't apply, if you're an Israelite camp and y'all don't say Christ, or you do, say, according to who the world ignorantly know, or something to that effect, as Christ or Jesus, then, I'm not talking to you, but for the camps out there that throw around Christ. It's going on at IUIC, it's going on at ISUPK, okay? And it's going on with other groups, okay? And I'll exclude IUIC because they don't believe in them, in those names. Unless behind closed doors, I don't know exactly what they're doing, but it's been came out that they use the names behind closed doors, but they won't give it to the people. What kind of shit is that? You know? But these other groups that I mentioned, two of them, was it two? I know, like HOI, HODC, AOI, some of the other groups, I don't know all the groups, okay, but I do know that some of them, they say Christ. Man, and another thing, we got to uplift the name. These other groups are not uplifting the name Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. Now, the scriptures say that in Romans 15:4, the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning, that through them, how's it worded? Forget the last part of that verse. Exactly how it's worded. Romans 15:4, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Believe. that it helps with our faith. Okay, but learning from the things that were written aforetime, which the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, the New Testament, that was all written aforetime, and it was written for our learning. All right, it says through patience and comfort of the Scriptures. Yeah, it gives us, it helps us with the suffering, it comforts us, and it helps with our faith, our hope. So these other groups are not pushing, they're not pushing prophecy, and they're not pushing the names. The only group that I mean, you hear Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, I mean, that's all you, I mean, you hear that often. I'm talking about if you listen to the street speaking, starting with our apostles, elder bishops on down, you hear Yahweh, Yahweh Shai several times. When we read and we come across the name, you know, Yahweh, God, in all caps, or depending on the context that you're reading, we're going to say Yahweh, or we'll say Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. If we come across Yahweh Shai's Jesus in the scriptures, we're going to say Yahweh Shai. We're not going to say Christ. All right? No, we don't use those names. So, and another thing, these other groups are not pushing the name. I'm talking about the groups that know that the name is Yahweh Shai. I mean, Yahweh, that's the Father, and Yahweh Shai, that's the Son. They're not pushing them names. They're not extolling and exalting them names in their teachings. Okay? I didn't say they don't mention the names, that they don't say them here and there. They're not pushing them names. Psalm 34:3. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know, we can't talk about Yahweh without Yahweh Shai. He is the mediator. He is our access. Or we don't have it. He's the mediator between us and Yahweh. Okay? And nothing happens without Yahweh Shai. Oh, magnify the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai with me, and let us exalt his name together. Yeah, Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. Those names ought to be exalted. Okay? And it's a goddamn shame these other groups are throwing that word Christ around. They did it at the Sakari. The ISUBK does it. And there's other groups that do it too. And neglect pushing the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. So that was it. You know, I was just highlighting, we the only group doing that. You other groups, you know, are not doing that. And that's going off. That Christ shit is going off. Unless you're qualifying what you're talking about. So I'm in the video right there. Okay, Lord willing, it was edifying. And until the next one, I say shalom.